Good evening and welcome back, everyone. Welcome. So today we are going to deal with four very important pressing topics. And if you have any questions on any of those, feel free to ask. Welcome, IT Josh Flyer. I believe you can hear me, please. Welcome. Welcome. So we have four questions to address today. One from welcome. So we have four questions to address today. Just give me a little while. Okay, one from Frank, and the rest I got from students. I can't remember the names. So first question. Welcome, Miss Goodluck. Welcome, and next B. Is that Fioneri? Okay. I think I've dimmed this a little. Okay, fine. So first question from Frank. He's asking how to deal with a client that changed his name or his brand name, possibly because they had a change or modification of name while registering the business, and it happens in most cases. When a client chooses a name, you make the design for them. Then afterward, a minute please, let me on the fan. Thank you. So afterward, the clients get to realize they needed to change the name. So we are going to deal with that today. How do you tell the client that they need to pay you for the extra work? That was actually the question. So the rest of the three are: number two, how to raise money to get yourself whatever you want for your career. I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to split these questions. Later after now, I'm going to pick them one after the other, talk about them separately in separate live conversations. But for now, I just want to give a summary answer to all of them. So the next is how not to be jealous of other designers' work. Very important. Now the last one says how long it will take you to become a professional designer. So we'll be dealing with these four questions today briefly, okay? I won't be wasting much of your time. Practically before 8:30 we'll be done with this, and that is it. So number one, how to deal with clients that changed their name, okay? So now when a client change their name, it is your right to ask for extra fund or extra money or extra payments, precisely, from the client. It is your right to do that, okay? Don't be shy about that. It's your right to ask the client, you're going to pay me for this extra work I'm doing. But the problem here is not asking for the money, okay? The problem is how to ask for it. Because just the way you ask for the money, you get the client annoyed. Welcome all. You get a client annoyed, and you don't want to annoy your client because your client could also redistribute other clients to you through referrals, okay? And we get to understand that, and we don't want to make them get angry. We don't want to make them get annoyed. Their client is the least person you would want to get annoyed, okay? So how do we deal with this? Very simple. Very simple. I talked about this with Frank few days ago when he asked the question. I just gave a briefing, but I thought it is something many persons might also have, many designers might also have in common. So I said, let's just deliberate on it. So what you're going to do is very simple. When a client comes into your inbox and sends you a message like that, please, we have a change of name and we want you to change in all the logo type. Remember, you exported more than 5 or 6 or 7 assets, which is the files which the client need, okay? You exported these files, and practically you wouldn't want to go through all those hassles, all those processes, all the stress without being paid. Now, this is just what to do. You simply let the client know that there should be an implication to this. So simply, let me put it in this statement. Let me just talk as though I'm talking to you as the client, okay? So you go this way. You go this way. You go this way. So when a client drop the details, you simply tell the client that this is possible, number one, okay? Making them understand that this is possible, you are trying to let them know that this is not something difficult for you to do. Number one, this is possible, okay? we can do this within a space of 2 days. Number 2 point, you're letting them also know that this is possible, but that doesn't mean that this is simple. Okay, there is difference between something being possible and something being simple. Okay, now you running this within a couple of days makes a lot of sense. Okay, to them if you charge them for that, because you're going to spend your time to do this. You're going to spend the first day, second day trying to wrap your head around how to go about modifying the names. It's not just changing the names, you're just going to make this work in a way that they are also going to get impressed. So changing all these stuffs takes a lot of time. So number 1, this is possible. Number 2, this is going to take 2 days or so. Okay, whatever day you think it will take, depending on the amount of asset you're exporting. Okay, so this is possible, and this is the amount of days it will take. But this is the third statement. You tell them, but there is a payment implication. Very simple. Okay, this is possible, we can do it, and we will take on with this for just 2 days. Okay, but there is a payment implication, or there is a charges implication. Okay, or extra payment implication. Okay, now let them understand this. Payment implication simply means they are going to what? Pay for it, but you are still going to add in addition to that. Remember, you're just typing. Okay, so when there's a payment implication, you still let them know that, but this is not going to be close to what I charged for the design. So if peradventure you charge $100, you're going to cut that by percentages. So okay, this time around you're going to pay 40% of the amount, initial amount you paid for this work. Very simple. Okay, you're going to pay 40% of the initial amount, which is $40. Okay, now it's left for them to say, oh, I understand that this is possible, and I appreciate the fact you want to do this again for me, pass through this stress, and I understand that this will take you time to do, since you said it will take 2 days or so, and the price is what I'm not comfortable about. Now they are trying to negotiate with you. It's no longer a thing of, I am not supposed to pay for this because I've already paid for it, and what you're changing is just name. Most clients think just changing names is very simple. Okay, arranging and exporting these assets are very big stressful moments for me. Okay, for me, if that's not for you, but for me, exporting assets is one of the stressful moments I experience when designing. So when a client comes to you and they ask you to make a modification to their work, and you don't know how to tell them, just follow this process. Tell them this is possible. Okay, and core network now. I think I'm back. Okay, so tell them there will be a charges implication to this, and you tell them your percentage. Okay, now it's left for them to negotiate with you. It's as simple as that. So I think that solves the problem. When I'll be deliberating on this specifically, okay, on a totally different day, I'll be talking about this and other formulas you could use to convince your clients and make them understand that this is not just a simple work for them to do, even though it is very easy for you to do. I will be deliberating more on that, and I will talk much about it. So let's get to number 2 question. We are running out of time already. So how to raise money to get yourself whatever you want in your career. This doesn't only imply to graphic designers or web designers or whatever industry you find yourself. Welcome, Long Studio. This implies to everyone, okay? Whatever career you are looking out for, you need money to fund it. You need capital to buy tools, to buy accessories, to buy stuff. Welcome, Crystal. To buy a lot of things which you using to, prepare yourself for that particular journey. Okay. Now, in most cases or most times, you admire a career that you don't have the fund to, you don't have enough capital to fund. Okay. For instance, you want to start up a web design career, and you realize you will need a desktop PC, you will need a laptop, and so on and so forth. And this stuff costs lots of money if you want to get the one that will serve you. I will talk about specifications of PC possibly in my next class. I'm going to break it down for you. I will explain the specification of laptop you should buy and specification of desktop you should buy depending on what you want it for. Okay, I'm going to split all those. But for instance, you want to buy a PC and you don't want a PC that after you're done designing, you export the file to your mobile phone, it shows a different color here, and in the PC is totally different color. Okay, the color contrast of the PC is poor. Okay, so it's not 60 million colors, it's not compatible enough for modern display properties. Okay, the pixel is not very blown, or the color grade is not okay enough for what kind of work you are doing. If you are doing all sort of, welcome Graphic OJ, I recognize you. If you're doing all sort of other works, it is okay to do. So now, how do you raise money to get the stuffs you need for your career? This is the topic we are on, and this is number 2. Okay, I'll be saving this video because it's very important to me, and it will be very important to you also to rewatch in the later time after now. So this is my trick, and this is what I do. This is what I did when I had nothing in me. Okay, when I don't have enough stuffs, enough money to raise myself. So this is what I did. Okay. When I've not started getting a lot of clients, okay, and I want to do this is what I do. So whenever you want to do something and you see that the money is a barrier, follow this simple process and you're going to enjoy it. So let's get in. So number 1, I will have to make you understand, before you get into this process, you need to be ready to provide value at all costs. Okay, you need to be able to provide value at all costs. One of my friends had a call with his students, and I had to talk to the students some time ago. That was last 3 months or so. And we get to understand that this student needs to purchase a course. It's a high ticket course actually. He needed to purchase this course, but the problem is he don't have enough funds to get the course. And he's asking for one way or the other how we can get around it and so on. So I asked him, don't you have family members? He said he does. And why wouldn't they help you out now? He said he's done asking his parents, his auntie, and they have given him money to the extent they are tired of giving money, so they don't listen to him anymore. And that is the point. Okay, your parents, your well-wishers, your brothers and sisters, there was a time, even if they have stopped giving you money, they don't owe you a dime. Okay, get that in your mind. They don't owe you a dime. And if you are not ready to provide value for yourself or for people around you, don't expect anything from them. Now look at what I told him. I said, your parents don't give you money anymore because you don't have anything to offer them. And that is the truth. You don't have anything to offer them. Probably help they need, probably respect, probably this or that. But all those are not the point. Look at what you do. For instance, you need something and even your family member can't help you out. And you have friends who are very rich and you know that these people can help you. Now, what people are looking out in you is not for your progress. Get this very clear. I'm very sorry to say this. I'm very, very sorry to say this. Not everybody is looking out for your progress to help you grow. Not everybody is looking out for that. Okay? Everyone cares much about themselves. Okay? That they care less about others. So this is it. Okay? When you want to get things from people, no matter who they are, okay, be ready to provide value. This is what I did. I had a friend, a great friend actually. He was a rich person, but he never give people money. And he said it. He said, I won't give you money, but I'll give you advice. I'll give you ideas on how to generate money. Okay? I have to meet him one day when it was up to my neck. I have to meet him and say, sir, this is a trick. Just listen and listen very carefully, okay? I said, sir, please, I need an amount of money for a certain thing, and this is to develop myself, okay? I don't need this money to an extent that tomorrow I'll come asking you for another money. I need this money to develop myself so I can stand on my own, build myself, build my career, and make things better for myself, okay? I know it's something difficult for you to do, sir, for me, but I want you to help me, offer me this. I'm not asking you to borrow me. Listen, don't ask people to borrow you money when you have value to offer. I told him, I'm not asking you to borrow me money, sir. What I'm only asking is for you to tell me whatever you want me to do at the value or the expense of the money I'm asking you for. Very simple. When you are ready to offer people value for what they will give you, they will be ready to give it to you, even if they don't want that value. You get the point? Now, I was ready to offer value to him, no matter what he wanted. I told him, even if you want me to come to your office every morning and wash your vehicle for 2 months, 3 months, just tell me any amount of months. I won't calculate. Just tell me any amount of months you want. You want me to come to your house and sweep the compound every morning? I will do it. Okay? Most of us are just not humble enough. That's the problem we have. We're not just humble enough to bring ourselves down and learn to achieve whatever we want to achieve, no matter how or no matter what cost it could be. Okay? You need to learn to achieve before you achieve. You don't just get in and start achieving things. You need to learn to achieve depending on what condition you find yourself. Okay? if you don't have enough money. Follow this process. It works like magic, okay? So when he listened to me and he saw the sincerity, because it's not just about asking for money, it's also about giving, okay? I was willing to provide value that is even more than the amount he will give me. I told him, say, sir, I am even ready to provide. Welcome. Value more than what amount you are giving to me, okay? Welcome. So sir, please, if you could offer me this, I will be very grateful. I can't pay you back and I won't promise to pay you back. But I can pay you back with my skill. I can pay you back with my handwork. I can pay you back with my manpower, okay? I am ready to work for you no matter what cost it is. When he waited, he said, okay, tomorrow I'll get back to you or come to the office. I have to get to his office, and he approved the fund for me. I used to buy my PC and some other things. Okay, he didn't ask for the money back, and he didn't ask me to do the job for him. Very simple trick. Okay? Hold on, I'm coming to that. So it's very simple trick. So you can get anything you want to get. You can get any resources you want for your career if you follow this simple process. You need to first be humble. Second, be ready to provide value at any cost. Okay? Value, I mean, is not illegal value or absurd value. I mean real time value. Okay? Be ready to work. Be ready to do stuff that people need. Okay? And also value, before you tell people, when you're asking for something, before you tell people the value you are bringing, make sure you tell them the kind of value that they like. You don't give me what I don't like. I won't listen to you. If I don't have a vehicle, you don't come telling me you want to wash my vehicle. I don't know if you get the point. So that's just the point for number 2 question. And I hope you guys understand that. I hope you guys understand that. So let's get to number 3 question. I will attend to all questions, okay? I will attend to all questions. Number 3 question is how not to be jealous of other designers' work. So this is a problem in the design industry. Many designers, this is not what they say in the public, but when they come to comments, I see jealousy in comments. That is very, 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 very predominant in the design industry. Even most professionals comment so badly on junior designers, probably because they feel that these guys are becoming more sophisticated in this design career than them. But you have nothing to be afraid of if you actually are improving your skill. Okay? You have nothing to be afraid of. I told my students, you can be greater than me, and that's what I'm praying for. But I don't think that's possible now. Not now. Until I get married or I find this less interesting to me. Because every hour of the day, I try to learn new things. I wake up. I don't need to start telling you how long I sleep and how long I wake up. All these talks are bullshit and not topics for today. Okay? But you need to understand that you need a lot of effort in whatever you are doing to get better and better and better again. That's number 1. Number 2, you need to understand that you are not competing with anyone. You are not competing with them. Don't take this career as if you are competing with people. When you see people, you can't even like their post. You can't even comment on their post because of the jealousy boiling right inside of you. Even seeing the post gives you a kind of bad energy. That is evil, okay? That's evil and that's diabolic. That's diabolic. You can fight it. It's not something you need a pastor. You can fight it. That happens to everybody. That happens to everybody. Anybody that said it doesn't happen to them is a liar. Okay, it happens to everybody. Me too, it happens to me when I started this. But I have to realize and talk to myself. Now, look at what happens. When you see someone doing exactly what you are doing, okay, in the industry and getting better than you, in the same circle or environment where you find your other friends commenting and liking their posts, you tend to get jealous. Jealousy is normal in human, okay, but to tame it is what I want to teach you today. Okay, to tame jealousy is what I want to teach you today. You can tame it, you can end it. Anyway, I can't say you can end it, but you can tame it and you can reduce jealousy. Okay, we all have jealousy in us. Now, what I do in my own case is I first of all understand that this person doing this thing have his own time to be joyful, have his own time to be happy. Okay, tomorrow might be my own time also. Okay, so you understanding, telling yourself the truth. The Bible says you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Okay, telling yourself the truth helps you like 50% regaining your serenity, regaining your sane nature, okay? It's not just about you jumping into social media, seeing stuff, and boom, your mind skips. No, you are not a devil, okay? You are not the devil. You are not the devil. Don't let yourself get manipulated. When you see that post, look at what you do. Go to the post itself and comment something good, okay? Comment something good, compliment the person, tell the person good words. Like the post. I reprimand my students a lot. My students who don't like and comment on my post. I'm not saying it because I want you to like and comment on my post. Many people who know me know that I don't clamor for likes and comments. I don't care about that. That's why you don't see me in pages on Facebook. Popular pages, I just exempt myself in most popular pages on Facebook. I have my reason for that. I don't need to start comparing or competing with people and start basing my standard on likes and comments. No. Your standard should be first based on your approval. When you make a post, first of all, like it. Don't wait for people to like your post first. First of all, approve your post. Make yourself proud. Okay? Tell yourself indirectly by liking that post and commenting there possibly that this is cool. Okay? Then people come in, they see that someone have liked it already. You motivate them to like. Some of you who don't have much like, you are the cause of it. You don't even have time. Not time. Some of you have time. I asked someone, I noticed one of my students, I asked him, why don't you like your post? He said, it's not necessary to like his post. It's people that will like your post. Who told you that? Shut up. You don't do that. You don't do that. You tell me what I do. Okay? You show me what you want me to do for you. Okay? You're making a post. That's not my business. Okay? You have to show me that this is something that is likable. You don't like a post, you don't expect me to like a post. So when you see your fellow designer doing the same thing like you, doing better than you, like their post, comment on their post, comment on that post. By so doing, gradually you are killing the jealousy. It might not happen in the first 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, okay? But over time, you see you get better. Over time, you start understanding the truth that this is not just about competition. This is an environment, this is a career, this is a situation we find ourselves that we have to help ourselves. Most designs you see me doing most times, I'm not even the one that do it. Some design I just send to most students to do it for me. I called one of my students the other day. I said, I want you to do a flyer for me. He was like, sir, please don't mock me. I said, no, I'm very serious. I will pay for it. I want to do a flyer for me. Okay? One, I want to encourage them. Two, I don't have much time for all those flyers anymore. Okay? Now, also three, I want to show myself that this environment, we are here to help each other. Okay? We are here to uplift each other. Now, see the kind of pride the students will feel. Wow, this guy actually asked me to do a design. He was very happy to deliver very, very quick. And after delivery, I told him, the same way you treat me, that's the same way I want you to treat your client. Because he was very fast in delivery and he was very, very calm, and I love the way he tried to give feedbacks on the design. So to stop being jealous, make sure you comment and also like. And I will talk about this deeply in future tutorial when I'll be specifying, when I'll be pointing directly on this particular topic of jealousy among designers. So the next one is how long it will take you to become a professional designer. That's a very bitter question anyway. Now, see, you could be a professional designer in less than 1 year. You could be a professional designer in 10 months. In 10 years, okay? Now, it all depends on one, environment, two, the tools you have, three, the environment. Environment also affects the kind of system, your electricity, your noise environment, the tools you have around you and stuff like that. Okay, that's environment. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you should, what are we talking about anyway? Okay. Number two, how to become a professional designer, how long it will take you. Okay, I say number one, environment affects it. Okay. Number two, the tools you use, whether you are using a tool right for that particular project or that particular career or not, it also matter. Okay. I'm going to talk about, for Nigerians, I'm going to talk about the NEPA lights. We are having issues of electricity. I'm going to tell you how to use very little amount of money to secure yourself a manageable solar system. How I started too. A manageable one. Very affordable. I'll give you specifications too. That will be in the later class after now. So how important? Okay. So how long it will take? It could take you, I said, 1 year. It could take you 10 years. Now, I talked about environment. I talked about all of those. Another very important criteria that limit or affect your growth as a designer is if you have or have not a mentor. Okay, a mentor is very important. What's the work of a mentor? A mentor learns something for years and teach you within a couple of months or a couple of years. Okay, like for me, I had no chance to be thoroughly mentored. I got my mentorship from YouTube. I watch YouTube videos, and I don't have direct communication with my mentor like you guys do now. You chat me, I reply very easily, and I don't care about that. I enjoy doing it because that is what I love doing. Okay, I love teaching, I love learning, and I love growing or grooming people. So you need a mentor. You need a mentor to grow very fast. If you don't have a mentor, you can still do this, but it is going to take you a couple of time. Okay, it's going to take you time to do this if you don't have a mentor. You practically could achieve what you should achieve in 10 years in just 1 year if you have a mentor. So find someone who you can cling on to, someone who you trust, because not all mentors are actually mentors. Some mentors are mentors. I don't know what that means, but what I simply trying to say is this. Some mentors don't want to tell you the truth. Some mentors don't want you to grow beyond them. Some mentors won't want to tell you the secrets of what they know. And that is where it chokes. Okay, you could have a mentor, and this is the bitter part. I see many students, and this bitters me a lot. Even most paid mentor, they don't give out what they have. Okay, why most people are doing this? I'm talking this with a slow voice because I'm becoming weak anytime I think about that. Many people are doing this because, I don't know, they think people are going to get better than them over time. And they are afraid of that. They are afraid of people getting better than them. They are afraid of people knowing better than them and leaving them. After teaching my students in my physical class, I tell them, you are done. I'm done with you. You can start up your own. And they be like, no, I just want to stay with you because of the way I behave, the way I interact with them, the way I teach them. I open up myself to them. Now, if you open up yourself to people, that doesn't mean they are going to get better than you. When people get better than you is when you teach them everything you know, but you yourself, you don't learn new things. Okay? You don't learn new things. Knowledge is limitless and unsearchable. Okay? You can't finish having knowledge. So when you teach, you need to refuel. If you don't refuel, you feel empty and you start being afraid of people. And that's why many mentors don't find it easy to give out all they have. They don't teach people everything they know because they think that these people are going to get better than them over time, and they want to avert that. So find a mentor and be very, very careful the kind of mentor you find. First of all, observe your mentor. I'm not asking you to come to me. Okay? I cannot mentor everyone. I'm very sorry to say that. I can't mentor everyone. And most of my mentorship is even free. It's not even paid. It's only my graphic web design course now that is a paid course. I know you guys have seen it. If you have not, check the link in my description, my bio, the website there. It's our official website. You can check that out. Okay. So I don't actually say some mentors are meant. I don't know what you're talking about. So I actually want to give out all I have for now because I know tomorrow I just got to get better. So first of all, most importantly, check your environment, check the tool you're using, and also check the kind of mentor you are working with. If you're working with a good mentor, you see that you are going to enjoy the process. You're going to enjoy the process over time. So ask your questions now. We have dealt with the 4 topics. Let me recap the topics again. Okay, we talked about how to deal with clients that change their brand name. Okay, and they want you to remake the same work for them. They want you to modify that design, probably in a website or a logo or whatever it should be. Okay, they want you to modify all those stuffs. You know, that's going to take you time and stuff like that. And we talked about the answer that you simply have to tell them that it's possible and it's going to take a couple of days, and there will be a price implication to that. Okay? So when they get to understand this, now you tell them your price. Okay, this is going to take 40% of the initial amount. I'm not going to charge you the same amount, and then they have to negotiate with you. I'm going to still touch more light on this in the future class. I'll specify only about this particular topic, and I'll break it down and give you more other ways to talk to clients. It's not just about talking to clients, it's about talking to clients in a way you don't have to provoke them. Number 2 question is how to raise your money to get yourself that which you want. We talked about you being humble and asking people for them to tell you whatever they want you to do for them, that you can do what you can do for them, so that they will give you the money you need to get what you want. Okay, that's number 2 question. Number 3 question: how not to be jealous of other designers' work. So how not to get jealous about other designers' work. We talked about that. We say make sure if you see the designer work that you are usually afraid of, because some of us see other people's work. Thank you too. You see other people's work and you start getting scared. If you see these works, make sure you go there and comment and like the person's post. By so doing, over time, 1 month, 2 months, you get better and you see yourself, you become a happy designer and you don't even care. All you need to do is just to improve yourself. And also, I didn't say this. It's not just about liking and commenting in their post. Make sure you yourself improve yourself. Go back. You see what they did. They did something good and you like it and you are just there. You don't want to do anything. Go back to your PC and start working on yourself. If you know you are doing the same thing every day and expecting different results, that won't work. Start doing something new, okay? And by so doing, it becomes easier for you to grow and avert being jealous, because jealousy kills. Okay, jealousy might make you get scared of some kind of many students are afraid of Instagram because they know that they are going to see a lot of works that are very, very kind of beyond what they do. Don't be afraid of any social media. Behance, all of them, be in them, but just try to be better for who you are. How not to be jealous of other designers. We talked about that now, I think. How long it will take you to be a professional designer. This doesn't count. It can be a month, it could be a year, it could be 10 years or so on. If you don't have designer, the slower you go. If you don't have a mentor, the slower you go. If you have a mentor, the faster you go. Because a mentor have passed through all those processes. The function of a mentor is just to guide you and make you not to pass through all those stress and hassles they pass through in the past time. So they are going to just give you guides and make things easier for you. So those are the 4 questions we have for today. Let me go through the questions we have and see if we can answer a few of them before we go off. I hope you guys enjoy it. Just tell me what you think about what we talked about. All the topic we talked about. If you have any question, just ask. I'm going to be very, very brief to answer you. Okay, I thank everyone that joined here. Graffiti OJ, thank you very much for commenting. It takes how long to reach your goal. I just talked about that. There is always a cost attached to every process attained. That's true. What is your driving force? My driving force is God. You don't ask your driving force. You don't ask for people their driving force. What drives me might not be what drives you. You might be a Muslim, I might be a Christian. Okay? So, I'm not here to segregate your religion, and I love every religion. I have so many Muslim students. I have so many Muslim students. So, whatever God is to you, that is my drive. Okay? That's my drive. And I wake up in the morning, I get to work. At night, I wake up in the night, I get to work, and that is it. Every day I get better. If you want to know what my drive is, I challenge you. Go into my portfolio now in this Instagram. Scroll down until you see my first post. My first post that I posted on Instagram, not when I started design. This was my first post on Instagram. Check my first post out, and you will know my drive. When you get to the end, start scrolling up. Okay? You will know my drive. You will know my drive. And you should be asking for what should be your drive, not what is my drive. Because my drive might drive you crazy, which is very bad, okay? How do you get clients? Because family and friends are too many around us. When family and friends are too many around you, then find yourself in another location. If you get to school, see, I work for my brother, and he pay me even more than most of my clients. I work for my brother, my elder brother, 2 of them. He pays me more than I work for some other clients. Okay? So it is left for you to let your family members know that this is the business you are doing. And they need to support you. The only way to support you is to pay for the service which you are. See, family is totally different from that. When you have money, you want to support the family. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't. Now, I talked about the previous one. Sorry. Okay, let me conclude this one first. I'm not saying you shouldn't do works for free for your family, okay? You should, but in most cases, they should pay for it, okay? They should pay for it. Just let them know. You just have to make them understand. That will be a topic for another day. I'll teach you how to make your family understand that they need to pay for that, and they will not get angry. Because sometimes, if you make them pay, now you ask them for money in the future, they will not agree to give you. So that's what making other people scared. I'm going to teach you how to do that, okay? It's very simple. And why will you even keep asking your family for money when you yourself, you can provide? Okay, so I didn't talk about in the first topic. There's something I skipped. Okay, now the client's aspect. How do you client that change their brand name and want you to modify the design? Now, if the client don't say they don't have money, I didn't say you shouldn't do it. Oh, do for them. Do for them. You don't know a client that might bring another client for you tomorrow. Do for them. Do the work for them. Don't say because you don't pay me, I'm not going to do it. That is our policy, and don't do like that. Okay, if you persuade the clients over and over again and they see that they don't have the money, you know that they don't have the money, just tell them you will be able to do it. Sometimes it is a test. They want to test to see if you're actually someone they can work with in a long term. Okay, if you understand that, it's going to be easier for you to close future deals. Okay, and also make it easier for your clients to also refer you to other people. How do you get clients? Okay, we talked about this. Thank you. Well done, sir. Sports on jealousy, environment, very important. Yes, very, very important. Very, very important. Why do you think God moved some persons in the Bible to a different... Moses was moved to a different location. Joseph was moved to a different location. And many more persons in the Bible were moved to different locations before God started working on them. That's because people in our environment, they don't believe in us. I'm telling you the truth. My family told me not to get into this business, but today they are enjoying it. Okay? My brother, I'm doing works for him now. He's even paying me. So sometimes he said that some time ago, that was around 2012 and so, he was telling me anyway then, people don't do much of branding in this part of the world. So don't look at what people say. Whenever you want to get into any career, you can get into it. And you mustn't be a graphic designer or web designer. You can do anything you want to do as long as you devote your mind to it. Okay? So mentors are meant. That's your business. So I'm not saying ment, I say mentor. View request, someone wants to join. Okay, Daniel, we don't have enough time now to go live with you. So probably in next class, I will do that. Thank you for the time. Thank you all. How do we get clients when we only know our family? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, don't worry. Sorry apology for that, what I just said now. Okay, I am going to make a different topic for that. Okay, just keep watching the live. Anytime I call live, come online. One day I'll touch that particular topic because if I keep talking now, we have wasted much of our time already. Welcome, Dendrix. I have done that. It helped me relieve the spirit of jealousy. Very good. I love that. I enjoyed this session. Thank you very much. And that is the end. Is there any way to close deals? We are going to talk about that later after now also. I'm very sorry for the questions I don't answer. It doesn't relate to what we are discussing. Okay, questions I only answer are questions related to what we have discussed. So thank you guys for being part of this section. I enjoyed being here with you. Till we meet next time. I don't know when. I don't have a specific time because my time sometimes are choked. So I'll find a way to fix a particular time that will work for you and time that will work for me. So just keep checking. I'll keep updating on Instagram and also on our Facebook page, our Facebook group, and also in my personal Facebook timeline. Just keep checking them out and you will get updated when we have our next course. Okay? Thank you all and thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your night.